train driver has been killed and more than 30 people injured after another rail accident in Spain. It's the second in just over 3 days. Officials believe the crash, this one near Barcelona, was caused by the collapse of a wall. Barry Caffrey reports.
Ambulance crews dealing with the aftermath of the train derailment, which happened outside Barcelona yesterday evening. Local officials said the Rodalies commuter train collided with a retaining wall, which fell onto the track between Gelida and Sant Sadurní. The incident occurred as heavy storms battered northeastern Spain. Coastal areas in the east and northwest of the country are on high alert because of the weather. This train crash comes just 2 days after two high-speed trains collided in Andalucia, in one of the worst Spanish rail accidents in more than a decade. The King and Queen of Spain visited victims in hospital yesterday, and there was a mass for the victims in the city of Huelva last night. 42 people are known to have died in Sunday's crash in Andalucia, and investigations are now underway to establish what happened in both of these train crashes. Barry Caffrey, BBC News.
Well, let's go live to Cordoba. That is not far from where Sunday's major rail accident happened. Our reporter, Sergi Forcada. Sergi, what is the latest on the recovery operation after Sunday's accident?
So heavy machinery is still on the site on the crash, and in the last few hours emergency services managed to recover the 3 remaining bodies that were still trapped inside of the carriages. Now they believe that there's none of the bodies in there. The death toll at 42 people, and local officials here saying that they believe that that may be either the final number or very close to it. Still over 30 people in hospital, some of them still in intensive care unit, and investigation still ongoing because as of now the cause of the incident is still unknown.
So that terrible accident on Sunday in Spain, then elsewhere in Spain, Sergi, an accident near Barcelona. What is the latest in the investigation on what happened there?
Yeah, so these 2 incidents unrelated, but obviously in the same country. In the northeast, what happens now is that all train services in Catalonia are currently suspended because of that derailment last night. 1 person was killed, and we now know that the person that died was a man in his late 20s who was actually doing in the train as part of his training to become a driver. There were actually 2 derailments yesterday in Catalonia, one in Gelida, which is the one that caused 1 dead and also over 30 injured. But there was also a second derailment as well because of the bad weather in another location in Catalonia. In that case, though, without any injuries. But because of these 2 incidents, right now all the train services in Catalonia for the suburban network is currently suspended. This morning there are people checking the rails, and in fact in the last hour or so some of those emergency services checking the rails have already found some rocked. So local officials are saying that until everything is checked and they are making sure that there's nothing, no hazard for any of those trains, the service is still going to be suspended. And this is creating quite a bit of chaos because obviously many people go from the rest of Catalonia into Barcelona by using those trains to work mainly. And we just heard in the last few minutes that one of the universities in Barcelona has decided to cancel all the exams that were scheduled for today because they believe that their students will not be able to make it on time.